obsessed with what you want. Get obsessed with it, and now start thinking about it. Don't think on the negative, start thinking on the... Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Jess, and so today I woke up and I was thinking like how most of us wake up with the same thoughts, the same problems. Like we wake up and the first thing we think about is the same problems that we've been having, or perhaps it's maybe in a relationship, at work, money problems, and even personal self-image, stuff like that. Okay, so you find that you wake up in the morning and that's the first thing that you are thinking about, like, because your brain has been wired to think like that every morning it goes back to routine wise. Okay, so and now I was coming to think, okay, so how are you supposed now to quit that? Because already you have already reinforced that belief or those thoughts in your brain such that you have formed neurons. I was reading Dr. Dispenza's book, and he was saying it's like there's a science behind that with the brain and the neurons and all that, but basically what it meant is like, imagine a wood and you're hammering a nail on it. So every day you hammer it. By the end of the set, it will have reinforced itself on the wood, and removing out the nail out of it will be hard. It will take so much effort. You need tools to do that. It's the same with our brains. We wake up each and every morning and we think about something over and over again. It's like every day you are reliving that and you're reliving that, and coming to change that thought, or to change that thought is hard, and I feel like as humans we should shift our perspective about things, because it's not doing us anything. Okay, fine, you woke up and worried about the same thing over and over again. How did it help you? Did it even change anything in the first place? No. So it doesn't make sense. And that's why I curated a list of how to shift your perspectives in a way that when you wake up, you reinforce the good things in life. You reinforce the good thoughts. And and just to mention about problems, the more you think about them, actually, the more you are attracting them in your life. Perhaps, for example, let me say you do not like your job, and every day you're arguing with the boss. You just wake up and imagine how the day will be held to you, how you will argue, as in the problems that you're experiencing at work, and you're already prepared for that. Already you've conditioned your mind to be prepared for that. And now when you go at work, actually those are the things that you will attract. You see, you will attract that energy, that negative energy. Bosses arguing with your boss, arguing with your colleagues, and it applies in every area of your life. Just imagine the things that you think about every day and worry about every day, and already you have relived them in your mind 1,000 and 1,000,000 times and one. And how do you, and then every single day it's like you are attracting that energy through those thoughts and through those emotions, you see. So as I was saying, how can we shift our perspectives and just align with things that matter? How can we change that and focus our energy on more better things, or more better thoughts than what we've been programmed our minds to continue thinking, you see? So the first thing that I wrote is first to accept the problems that you are in. Accept whatever situation is in your life. Acceptance is the first step to changing, or to shifting your perspectives, because once you accept that this and this and this is happening in my life, and you are comfortable, you are okay with it, you cannot change it. Maybe you can, For some, you have to know the difference between the things that you can change or control and the things that you cannot control. And when you accept something and come and say, can I change this thing, or is it out of my control? You find your body, it's like already you have made peace with it. This and this and this and this is happening, If you can change it, find ways in which you can change it. Ask for help. You see, if you can't, just surrender, just let it go. You cannot do anything about it, and worrying every single day will not bring any difference. You get it. You find that you have already accepted that this and this is happening in my life. Now the next step is to get obsessed with the highest version of that. Okay, so for example, let me give an example. Say it's a job. Okay, you are having this line of thoughts, as in, not everything is not going well at work. I hate my job, I hate my bosses. Now, instead of now thinking in that line, you have already accepted. It's true, because we cannot lie to ourselves. If something is not right, it's not right. But now, why not get obsessed with the thought of the higher good, like the higher version of it? So, for instance, as I was saying, the job. Now, get obsessed with thinking you are in the perfect job, you are doing what you love, you're in the right environment, you're working alongside amazing colleagues, and just imagine, because imagination is a very important key in life. It's just a magical power that we cannot even explain. So instead of just focusing on that negativity, now start focusing on the opposite of it. If it's in a relationship, perhaps you're not in a right relationship, or perhaps you are in a longer relationship, and you just every day you're waking up and you're like, I wish I had a guy, I wish I had this and that. Now start envisioning having a romantic or a guy of your dreams. Start imagining that your relationship is sailing in the right path. Start feeling love. Start imagining all those nice things, So get obsessed with what you want. Get obsessed with it, and now start thinking about it. Don't think on the negative, start thinking on the. So what you find is that when you start thinking and start imagining the highest version of yourself, or the highest version of the situation, you start attracting it into your life. Okay, you start attracting it. You attract new situations. You feel good about yourself, because already you have placed as if, the brain doesn't know the difference. As I was reading in a book, the brain does not know the difference. So when you put yourself in that high energy, you are actually attracting it into your life. It has made you feel good, and you are attracting it into your life. And the more you do that, you are actually, it's like a guardian, you see. So your brain is like a guardian, and now the negative thought or the negative situation you kept thinking about over and over again, it's like now you're weeding it. It's like you're not watering it now, it's dying on its own, and instead you're planting a new seed into your thoughts, into your mind, your brain, sorry. You're planting a new seed into your brain that is now, you want now to nurture it. You just now want to think about it every day. You are watering it every day. It's growing and growing, and trust you me, it will come in your life. Yeah, that is one thing I know for sure. And while at it, just say nice things to yourself. There's this power of affirmation that when you say something, you can think of something, but when you speak it, you give it power, like you give it reality, So say nice things to yourself. Tell yourself, I love you. Tell yourself you're great. Tell yourself you can do this. Tell yourself, I believe in yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself, I'm strong, I have gone through stuff and I overcame them. So you're worthy. Speak to yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and just feel it. Feel that version of yourself. Love yourself and just speak well of yourself. Because when you keep on sabotaging yourself with these thoughts, keep on sabotaging yourself with these ideas, as in you're just draining the energy out of you. You're like betraying yourself, going against yourself. But when you start embracing to speak highly of yourself despite any situation, actually habits will become good. Okay, create new habits by first taking action, you know. So a lot of times we find that we keep on, when we're in this train of thoughts or this train of emotions, when we create new habits, they make us feel so good about ourselves. They make us, and especially things that are beyond your comfort zone. You can decide, okay, you know, when you're learning something new, the brain gets engulfed to it because it's something new. It's creating something out of it, you know, and it's forming neurons out of it. So when you create new habits, like let's say maybe you start going to the gym, it will make you feel good. You start exercising, you start going for a morning run, you start reading books. So when you do these things, when you create new habits in your life, you shift your attention from things that do not matter actually by taking action. And by taking action first is underlined because the moment you form a habit, you need to first do it. You need to first take action. Yes, it's come to your mind, I need to work out, I need to exercise, but that's just a thought. The next step is to go to the gym. When you go to the gym every single day, you formed a habit. So learn to create new habits, and not just by mouth. Learn to do them and actually to take action immediately. For instance, myself right now, I am so scared about this is my first YouTube video, and I kept on procrastinating about it, but I'm here, and I decided to just take action, and so can you. Take action, whatever it is. Create new habits for yourself, and yeah, you'll feel good about it. Okay. There's this prayer known as the Serenity Prayer. Okay. So what it says is actually, God give me the grace to know something along those lines. I'm not so sure. I'll put it here. So it's all about learning to understand the things that you can't change and the things that you can change, the things you can control and the things that you can control. You know, sometimes we feel like we are not we can't control the situation, but imagine the way you can control it is by changing your reactions to it, changing your perspective to it. So basically, yeah, maybe you may not have the ability to change the circumstance outside of your means, but you change it from here. You change it from here. This is where we can control every single aspect in our lives, because here is where we hold that power to know, are we sabotaging ourselves, or are we uplifting ourselves by just thinking about the same train of thoughts, feeling the same emotions every day, complaining every single day? Are we doing good to ourselves? No, we are not. So you need to learn the difference. If you cannot change a situation, leave it, and now change your perspectives towards it. Change how you think about it, change your emotions towards it, and just accept. So as I had said before, and I think I'm repeating myself, just learn to know the difference. If it's something you can change, find ways, ask for help. You can maybe decide to seek guidance about it. You can read books about it. Now I was thinking in this case, like say you have money problems, you can decide to speak to a financial advisor. You can decide to do your research about money. You can decide to learn, because now you cannot keep on being in the same enclosement. Yet there's so many resources out here, there's so many people out here who are ready to help you. You see, you can talk to someone about it, and actually talking to someone about it makes you feel so good about yourself. It makes you ease the tension, ease the pressure in your head. Okay. So the next tip that I have about shifting your perspectives is understand that life, everything that happens to you in life is meant to teach you something, okay? So life is happening for you, not to you. And when you live in that state of accepting and being responsible and just feeling that things are not just happening for you each and every day to you, like, oh, I'm complaining, my life is so bad and stuff like that, why don't I have a job right now? And in those moments, try to ask yourself, what am I supposed to learn from this? What is needed of me here? how can I be better in this situation? So, you know, so many, when you live in that victim mindset that things are just happening for me, I'm not good enough, oh, why and this and this and this is happening, you actually, what you do to yourself is that you sabotage yourself, where you could be using that energy to learn. And when the more you learn, the more the situation just goes on its own. All of us on this earth, we are here to learn. We are here for a purpose, okay? And there are things that we need to learn, and we can only learn them through life, through people in our lives. There are people who come here to teach us some things. And so friends, the other perspective, how you can shift your perspective, is that listen to uplifting stories, listen to uplifting podcasts, listen to uplifting people. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. At such situations and at such times, it's easy for you to get depressed. So you need to now change your energy or your emotions by listening to things that uplift you, you know. And when you listen to one or two people who have undergone through the same thing, and right now something just happened in their life and they changed, it really encourages you to understand that this is just something that is passing by, you know. So there's something about listening to uplifting that just restores your soul, restores your energy. You feel so good about yourself, you're energized to start, you're energized to do things. Subscribe to podcast, guys. You need to understand that learning is very important, because when you learn things and you listen to things, they actually make you become better each and every. So this other point is enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. I feel like this is my best top tip of them all, because sorry, sometimes we get lost in life, as in we get lost with the things that are happening to us. We get lost with duties, routines. Every single day we just in the same routine. But what we forget is to enjoy the process, which is very important, my dear friends. So important to enjoy the process, because when we enjoy the process, we release even the good hormones in our bodies. And the good hormones are the ones that enable you to live healthy, to feel good, to laugh, to smile, you know. So a lot of times we're just like, oh, this and this is happening, but we forget to even take ourselves out, maybe even on a coffee date, to buy yourself a nice thing, okay? To just enjoy family time. Like, there's so many aspects of our lives, say work, family, relationship, personal you. There's so many aspects of our lives that we forget to even pay attention to and to enjoy in the process. You know, have fun find the fun in every situation. If it's something so hard, now understand that you're learning, even laugh about it. Like, just have fun, enjoy the process. That is something that I've learned greatly this year. So my second last point is be patient with yourself. Love yourself above all. So many times when you're in these situations, you feel like, I'm not good enough. No, maybe I have a problem. Or you feel like, what is happening? Surely. You start sabotaging yourself. You start, and all these feelings, all these emotions that you start to feel, let me tell you, my dear friends, they do not even serve anything in your life. You're actually, I was reading this book that I'm currently reading. It's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's Becoming Supernatural. He talks about when we get ourselves fixed in these negative emotions every single day, every single morning. When we do that, we are actually degrading ourselves. So the more we become unhealthy, the more I have to really quote that part of the book, because when you come to realize that, when you start speaking ill of yourself, when you start getting trapped in those negative emotions, what you are doing to yourself is actually more harmful than even the problem itself, by the way. So we should learn to be patient with ourselves. We should learn to love ourselves above all. Appreciate who you are. Appreciate each and every part of you. Appreciate each and every character of you, each and every thing. Just accept it and appreciate it, okay? Yeah, and to my last point, surrender it to God. Yeah, there's a God guys. And this God, there's a higher power above us all that controls everything that you see around you, every single. When we learn to surrender it to Him and know that and believe that He got this, actually good things start coming. You feel the pressure off your shoulders. You feel relaxed, and you let it go. Talk to Him. Tell Him your problems. Tell Him this and this is happening, and this and this and this is what I want. Just believe in God, my guys. And when you do that, you actually start creating a good life for yourself. You start feeling more at peace with life. And then you believe in this higher power, which sees and which listens and which knows, you know. So surrender it to God, guys. Change your perspectives. Be the best version of yourself. Do it all. Be just and not that thing. No, don't put any more of your energy on the things in your life that do not feel right. Okay? So yeah, guys, let's take control of our lives and let's do this, okay? Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you love this kind of content, and yeah, share it to a friend who needs to listen to this. And thank you guys, I'm so grateful for you to be here and to take your time to listen. Yeah, and let me know what are some of the things that you feel like you should let go and now change your perspective towards it. I'll be so glad to hear. We can be a community of sharing and uplifting one another, supporting one another, and I'd be glad to know some of the things that you're undergoing that you'd like to change your perspectives towards them. Thank you guys.